We got ourselves Team Warport. Gonna be going up as an Unholy DK versus Poxy. And we got ourselves a Shadow Priest, half Warlock off. Dots versus Dots. With Sora coming out as Warport lands an interrupt onto Poxy, trying to get the Dots up and running, but looks like the big damage haven't really come out. The Dots are settling in. Poxy's able to heal them through them. Warport cannot heal Dots. I'm swapping to a heavy person beside Warport, by the way. Ooh. We literally went through a full team and back. Poxy just waiting out those Dots. Gonna be a Shadow Crusher around the corner as Warport does go for a full summon of the pet. Poxy not taking that much damage from the Dark Glare though. Mortal Coil does come out and Warport able to maybe get some kind of CC. Gonna be Fear. Trinket been burned, but Poxy also burned the Trinket from Mortal Coil. It looks like the blasting damage for both of the casters comes out. Poxy though with a PI, so I don't really know if you can beat a Shadow Priest with a PI. Warport not looking that good. The PI wins every time, boys. PI me every time. Jesse gonna be up next as a Feral Druid for Team 1. On Team 1, we also have ourselves here A-Bomb. We also got ourselves Belly as well as Taith hanging way in the back. On Team 2, we have ourselves Bloody. We also got ourselves Try to Kill Me with Yasi as a Warlock Demonology. Yes, we are. And Dozy as an Assassination. Whoa, you looking. I like the little collar you got going on. It's like one of those cones the dogs wear. And that definitely looks a lot less heroic. Disperse coming out as Jesse going in for a big old Convoke. Probably a good idea to disperse it just in case. Disperse is a much shorter cooldown than Convoke. But the big old bites for Jesse to follow are still brutal. Maybe you should have dispersed that later. Whoa, Poxy's not in a good spot actually. Not looking all that good. Trying to go for some Shadow Men's. Does get himself some recovery. Jesse might land the Cyclone. Poxy caught up quite a significant amount of health though. But that Cyclone is going to prevent him. Jesse gonna get himself an opener into a stun back to Poxy. More bites following through. Even more bites. Leave Poxy alone. Poxy have had enough. Goes for a defensive stun with a Mind Game. So the Jesse actually great faded to make sure he had silence on his Cyclone. Looks like Jesse might have to go maybe for defenses. That Mind Games might be a little bit careful about it. Try to go for regrowth as Mind Games fall off. Looks like he might actually catch himself up. A little bit of reset. Poxy does have himself the Damies from the Void form, but it looks like he doesn't have any dots in Jesse. Yep, looks like Jesse is clean. Poxy did catch up on a little bit of health. He is going to go for Door of Shadows, picking up the eye. In case he might be able to find Jesse. Jesse sitting in that cat form will not be able to get himself proper re-stealth, I don't think. If only Poxy just jumped and had a global ready with the Shadow Ward Pain, I think that would have just denied Jesse an opener. Good Shadow Crush attempt, but looks like Poxy is going to have to play the long game versus Jesse. As Jesse is not going to give him the opportunity. Going in for another set of eyes. Is Jesse behind him to leap in? He did try to go for a leap. Looks like the leap didn't go, or at least the stun didn't go through. Stun into Jesse. Basket available. Poxy without another PI. Does he have any damage to follow up after? Mind Games tried to happen. Going to be a roar. Jesse tried to go for a Cyclone. Get hit with a silence. Does he go for a Skull Bash? Good. No, Maim instead. It looks like Jesse just still continuing to try to land the Cyclone onto Poxy. It looks like the dots have set on Jesse. Oh, he actually took a lot of damage from Poxy. Lots of damage. And Poxy looks like he went for a late Trinket. Is that what happened? Trying to go for Mind Blast. The Cyclone still comes in. As Jesse tried to get himself a reset. As long as Poxy puts it down on Jesse, he'll be in a good spot. Shadow Crash on one side. Shadow Priest trying to walk to the other. But it looks like Jesse is going to get himself a reset one way or another. Bash into a Convoke. Does have Disperse if he needs to. It looks like Poxy is going to save it until later. Does go for a greater fade as long as Skull Bash doesn't interrupt him. Does juke a Skull Bash Poxy. Going for some big bite out of Jesse. That Disperse probably should have been used way early. He got way too comfortable. Thought, you know what? I have enough health. I have enough damage. I think he might have even had a Vampiric Base rolling there too. It looks like a bite just ended him. Not even Convoke. Jesse got some mean bites. If Jesse went Curing Feral with those kind of bites, you would have the ability of Curing, which you can use a lot more often. People would see a Feral and they would always just try to Trinket the Convoke. But then they see a Convoke, they never Trinket. So I feel like maybe him going Curing might be really good because his bites are insane. He must have the bite leg or something, right? Their Convoke? That's not what even killed you. It was a bite that killed you. It wasn't even Convoke. Jesse got the mean bites. No, going up against Assassination Rogue, he's not super worried. He is actually not even sitting in stealth for it. Those that does go in for a full dots into a kiddish shot on Jesse is playing that Curing setup. Vendetta rolling up, got himself full dots on a Jesse right now. Is he going to go for the Vanish strat? I don't think he's gonna. Inventive coming out, Thorns available. And Dosage just walking away from the Thorns for a second. The dots are burning on Jesse with a Vendetta. Dosu going in for a blind while Vendetta's up. Chicken for good force out of Jesse. Maim onto Dosu. Does he go for a cycle to follow? Dosu took a bit of damage there. Clock shot is available. Shadow step into Jesse. Jesse popping back into cat form. Dosu does not use evasion just yet. Does he want him? He might want him. Looks like he hits him with a shiv for a bit of damage. Get a shot on Jesse. Does he have enough damage to follow up? Feral does have the Bark skin as well as a Frenzied Regen going up as he drops low in health. Went to a Maim on a Dozu. Who is Dozu? He hit himself in a vanish. Is Dozu not playing the 100% crit Lego? I think he might be. That's pretty big damage out of him. Goes back in there for the Feral. Try to go for the Kirin setup. Quick roll coming out for Jesse, but he's still under pressure. Thorns is up. Does get himself Frenzied Regen wall. And Dozy continued to hit into Thorns. Probably not a good idea. I think Thorns just kill him there. Oh, almost got him with the Phantom Knights at the end. Jesse does somehow survive that. Well, there it is. It looks like Try to Kill Me is going to be up next as a monk man with a big old keg on his shoulder, playing the two-hand play style. Is two-hand better for monks nowadays for PvP? I know you don't get the double enchants, but I think it is probably better, right? Kind of crazy, man. Giga Brain Rogue. I don't know what kind of Lego he ran. I was hoping maybe for like a Vendetta Vanish, let the dots tick out on the guy. I've seen in a video, a guy said, that's really good. I wanted to see if anybody would actually do it. I wanted to see how good it is, really. Gotta be a little bit of that mobility for Try to Kill Me. Locking down Jesse and Alexi. Looks like it's gonna be done and done for the Feral. Try to Kill Me has that one-shot wombo combo on lockdown. He definitely has a full setup with Zoen and images ready. As soon as the enemy doesn't have a trinket, Alexi, and he got himself the one-shot spree every single time. State's gonna be up next as a Demon Hunter. Charging pass, Try to Kill Me does hit him with a stun and kind of sitting on the lip of the edge of the arena. Is gonna go for the hunt. Should be lots of damage for the monk. Trying to see if he might be able to survive it with a port back, trying to spam some fights. Big Metamorphosis jumps in with another eye beam for stealth, and Try to Kill Me might just use karma here. Try not to use it just yet. Is gonna try to roll away from Staith, but Staith just isn't gonna let him go anywhere. The Fel rushes. There's just so much mobility. We don't see a lot of Demon Hunters, but this is mobility you don't expect anymore. And that's actually gonna be Staith using the Soul Shape just to see if he could port around Try to Kill Me. Or Try to Kite Me. Oh, is his name Try to Kite Me? Is it? I thought it was Try to Kill Me before. Lexi up onto Staith. Does he have the big setup? Rolling Dragon Punch with that Fist of Fury. Might just have it. Whoa! Nice setup by the monk. Gets the enemy low into Lexi and just wombo combos them. Gonna be Belly up next. Belly, not looking smelly, not feeling smelly. Playing that Arms Warrior does go for a fear on all those images. Goes in for a lot of defenses on offenses for... How'd you board just now? How did Belly just board through the wall? Can someone explain that? It looked like he just phased through the wall. Huh? Weird. Belly get hit with a Panda Racial. Actually, I think could Zerk Rage out of it. As Try to Kite Me is just avoiding him completely. Big leap by the Warrior. Trying to see if he can catch up, but looks like a lot of his offenses and defenses have been used. Playing that Venthyr Warrior into a Reflect Stun onto Try to Kite Me. Does go for a little bit of a heal increase with a Commanding Shout. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. Try to Kite Me just got the images and then doing those blackout kicks and they're doing quite a bit of damage. Blackout kick to end him in the end. Taking him out. Looks like A-Bomb is the last one left on Team 1. Versus the monk Try to Kite Me. And looks like the guy is just going to go in. I think A-Bomb is trying to give you an honor duel. Yeah, I think A-Bomb is trying to give you a bit of an honor duel. And A-Bomb playing the Frost Tiki this time. I like it. Looks like Try to Kite Me doesn't really want an honor. He's like, yo, let's go in there, man. Well... Is A-Bomb gonna give up? I guess he is. Zoen got you. In the end, I think Zoen does have you. But is A-Bomb gonna actually try? Is he just trying to... Is he trolling? Try to Kite Me? Stun coming out? Is A-Bomb just have some big burst kind of out of nowhere? I really don't know what happened. Try to Kite Me does land that kill there. I'm not really sure what A-Bomb was trying to do. That was a pretty good duel up until the end. Maybe he was like, you know what? It's a monk. I don't know if I can beat him. Yeah, I don't really know what the DK did. I don't really know.